Hi everyone, Tanya with Riley & Company here to do a little bit of coloring on our bovine dress-ups. So these are our two sweet little cows. I do believe we named them Benny and Bessie. I'm not quite for sure. It was a while back, but you can name them whatever you want. Now I've already started on this one because it was very, very simple to do. I'll explain what I did and then we'll go to color that one. Every set, of course, has two dress-ups with it, two basic dress-ups. And so on this one, I just used an E35 and did his little hooves and his little horns. And I used a darker color, E49, and just colored in the little spots. Okay, there's probably not a cow out there that actually has this coloring, but there is in Riley land. So the next thing I did is I took my BG000 and did the eyes, because I always use a BG 000 to highlight the eyes. It just makes them stand out a little bit more. And I used my RV10 for the little snout. The only thing I did not do, I took a little darker RV13 and I'm just going to make the tongue a little bit darker. Now all of my colors over here I have written down so that, and my pen's going out, of course it is. All right. So now I know when I go to do the next one, if I want to copy this, what these colors are. However, I do like to take these, put them in an originals book that I have, and when I want to use them, I bring them out and color copy and put the original back in. So I never have to bother coloring again. You can make 10 cards and never have to color all the cows. Yeah, that's tip number 1 for you today. So let's go ahead and let's color this guy. So we're going to make him, let's make him this color cow, E35, right? So we're just going to take and just color in, and it doesn't really matter unless you want your spots to be whites, which I do. You can color right over those and then just color a darker color on top of them. But in this case, I want those spots to be white. I'm going to show you a fun little technique to add a little shadow in there. Okay, so when I can, I always use my circles to color, because your color blends so much better when you use circles. It touches all the edges instead of just using straight lines. And I always use alcohol markers when I color. They just tend to blend better. There's several different kinds out on the market, and I have several different kinds in my stash, but I always seem to come back to my Copics because they're refillable. Alright, so see how I'm doing that? If I were just to do lines like this, the only areas that overlap and blend are the outside of your straight lines. So I always do circles, and that way they overlap and they blend really well. All right, see how I did that? It doesn't really blend. So if we go back and we do the circles, watch how it blends in. There we go. And like I said, these colors are probably not any colors you've ever seen on a normal cow. And we're gonna do this right here, because it's gonna be really soft and he's gonna have a little pink snout. So I'm just gonna go around my outlines. Go around his eyeballs. Okay, so now he's all colored in. Now you can shade with the same marker. So we have this guy. Can you tell the difference is a little different from here to here? It's because we went over the base twice. So if I were to come back and go over this color again, it's going to shade him in a little shade darker. So you can do your shadows, and this time I'm only going to go under his nose. Okay, and in his ears, because I want the top of his head to be lighter. Okay, now we're going to come back and we're going to do that one last time right under his chin, just to make it a little darker. You don't need 10 different markers to do great shading. We're going to do that just down there a little bit. And I'll do my little circles and just blend it on up, okay? So there we have it. He's pretty well shaded. So I'm going to come in and should we leave the spots white? I haven't quite decided. I think so. So we can take, let's see, the darker marker, which is the E49 that I've already used, and let's just do his little hooves in E49. You know where chocolate milk comes from, right? Brown cows. You know where strawberry milk comes from? Pink cows. So we were always told. Of course, we didn't believe it when we were kids, but it was kind of cute. Okay, so there's the little hooves. Let's do his little horns. They can be brown. Okay. And I've already got this color over here, so we're going to leave that. Now let's do the same thing here and just put some pink on his little snout. Oh, how cute is that? I'm going to put some in his mouth. Okay. And if you notice, see that right there? How I got a little bit of color in his eyeball? We want to get rid of that. And that's why everyone should have a colorless blender. These are little magic erasers in pen format. So if I just push, like I'm trying to push my color away from where it is, I'm not getting it into the other color. I'm just kind of like going over it, and it's going to erase that little color. So watch what happens. Now I don't have any. Yay! We have these on our website at RileyandCompanyOnline.com. You can get them. So look what we have here, and we just need to get a little bit of blue in his eyes. BG000 is a great color to always just add a little enhancement to the eyes. I'm going to use my RV13 and come in and make his little tongue a little darker. Now, he's got great shading, so I want to shade these little spots a little bit. And I'm going to do that with a very light C. So I've got C1 here, and I'm not going to color them all in. I'm just going to color the outside lines just a little bit. Just a little bit, maybe down on the bottom here, just to show that it's really a true white. And believe it or not, adding gray makes it look whiter, strangely enough. There you go. There you go. Oh, see, can you guys see that? Probably not, because it's so far away. But I've got one little brown spot that's out of control. And we're just going to take this and use a little magic eraser and get rid of it. See how quick that is? Ta-da! And now we have the bovines. I hope you have a great day. You can get these again online at RileyandCompanyOnline.com. This is the basic Dress Up Riley, and there are lots of accessory sets to go with you. Have a great day. Take care. I'll see you next time.